and the rate is so high, the rate of delivery is so high that you think, okay, this should be stored somewhere, and we are just seeing, no, you are not seeing it. The data is continuously coming to your phone or laptop, okay, whatever you are using. So these things were about data, what we do with the data. So there are some methods. I'm not gonna talk about these things a lot, okay. uh, just when we get data,
Stored
so
somewhere and
we
we are
try
just
to
saying,
manage
no,
the
you are not
data,
seeing
we
it.
try
The
to
data is
implement some methods to deal with
continuously
the
coming.
data, okay. We try some algorithms. Now, what is data science? Okay, that was the main question. So what is the data science? Data and science, okay. These are two terms. So an area that manages, manipulates, extracts and interprets knowledge from tremendous amount of data, okay. So it doesn't have to be always tremendous, okay. We can have a simple data also. Suppose that 200 rows of Excel file, okay, and if we are trying to manipulate the data, we are trying to get some insights from the data, okay, then we are using some methods, some statistical methods, okay, to to check, okay, whether our hypothesis, means whatever we are thinking, is it true or not, okay. So these all tasks comes under data science, okay. And data science is a very big field, okay. All the data roles like data engineers, data analyst, ML engineer, AI engineer, data scientist, okay, business analyst, most of these things have common work, okay. So that can be multidisciplinary and also very confusing, okay. And it is confusing to even companies, okay. Now we talked about data, okay, data science, and there are some techniques we use, okay. So basically, in general, this comes under subfield of computer science, okay. Now we also have branches of data science in our college, okay. So uh, then we have a lot of mathematics in it and statistics. So first statistics started, then slowly it it got under data science, okay. So the data science is the mixture of these three things: computer science, mathematics and statistics, okay. Let's talk about
Yes, sir.
some facts. So why is it yeah, so the data science has been hyped as the most sexiest job on the planet. I don't know why they named this term, but the reason is because of the hype and because of the workforce we need, and it's more relevant in the age of AI. Okay, we are hearing many news about AI. We are hearing every day something new is coming, and that's gonna replace the engineers. So that's gonna replace the people. Okay, so the hype has been continued from 2014. Okay, so it got exploded from there 2014, and till 2019 it was okay. But the time chat GPT came, okay, and it actually blown everyone's mind, okay. So the hype now at the peak. I think the time data science, AI, machine learning, these are at peak more than any time they have been in in the history. So we have already talked how is this multidisciplinary, okay. We have the combination of different subfields, okay, merging into to call it a data to call it data science. This thing you are seeing is basically the data science life cycle, okay. And these are soft skills at the side, and at the core we have these hard skills, okay, hard subjects, sub-subjects, subdomains. Then there are some other facts we deal, or how the companies use data. Okay, so the best example I ever give is Netflix. Okay, so how many of you watch Netflix? Okay. Most of people watch Netflix, of course. Everyone should watch. Uh, so let's take an example. You watch Netflix, okay, and then you see a movie. Okay, suppose that you see Interstellar. So we will come on that about the question and answers. So suppose that you see Netflix and you see Interstellar movie. Okay, you have just opened Netflix account. Okay, you are using it for the first time. Okay, the next time you will go after watching the movie, you turn off the app or web app, and then the next day you come to Netflix, okay, and you see that the recommendation you have about movies are mostly sci-fi, okay, sci-fi and Hollywood English, okay. So now Netflix knows that if you prefer this movie, maybe you are interested in these terms or in these categories of movies. Okay. So that's simply a recommendation engine. Okay. That's the taking care of reinforcement learning in machine learning. Okay. In the data science, that's how data has been used. Uh, more examples are that suppose that you are seeing anything on YouTube, okay, and you are saying about how to buy suit, okay, what are some good sneakers I can buy, okay. The next you ad you are going most probably would be about Myntra or Flipkart or Amazon and selling a shoe or a sneaker, okay. That's how fast the data gets collected and that's how fast the recommendation works, okay. So the companies are playing with data. The companies know more about us than we know. Okay. Maybe there would be a lot of things Google knows about me, which I don't even know. Okay. What I actually like. They know more about me than we do. Okay. That's how data is used in real life. Okay. We simply don't give a lot of thought about it, but that's how it works. Now, they find stories, they are not reporters basically, okay. uh, that's why the job is most sexiest because the main reason is it pays, okay, it pays highest. That's why it's the most sexiest on the planet. uh, Now there are more things about data science and yeah, do we have another question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we have.
Yeah. Okay, also let me know if you guys are able to understand me, if I'm not talking fast enough. So, yeah, let me know.
Okay, sir. So my next question is, what are the some practical steps or roadmaps you are recommended for someone just starting out in data science? Where should they be and how can they progress effectively?
Yeah, sure. So, most of the juniors have these questions. Okay, how we can start? Yeah, I would be sharing the PDF. Yeah. Sorry, PPT. Okay, so these are some things what data scientists do. Now let's come to this question. Basically, what's a roadmap for data science? Okay, so these are some points. Let's talk this. Uh, so how you can start data science? Uh, Everyone is engineering student, right?
Yes, sir.
So then the first thing is easy. Uh, you should have at least studied higher mathematics. Okay, that is of higher secondary level. So every engineer studies, even if they don't want, even if they study before 2 days of the exam. Okay, but we already know. Okay, so we can understand the concepts. We already know. Okay, how derivative works, how probability works. Okay, uh, how differentiation works. So these are some things which we should know, and we already know. Everyone knows. So even if there are some concepts you are not aware of, or you think, okay, I have forgotten, then you should, before starting data scientist, just get a recap, okay, of mathematic concepts. And even if you don't recap, when you are starting learning, you can recap at that time. Okay. So learn on the go. There's a saying, learn on the go. So whatever you are doing, if something comes at that time that you don't know, okay, or you need to study, just go study that. Okay, don't think, okay, I will prepare something this, then I will have the time and I will study. Okay, that doesn't happen. So mathematics is first thing. Now the second thing comes is statistics. Okay, if someone says that, okay, uh, just start data science, okay, no, please don't start data science. The first thing you should learn as an engineering student whenever you are starting data science is statistics. Okay. Now for statistics, there is a channel. I will talk about resources some. Uh, Start, there are books, there are some YouTube channels. Okay, so the best thing is for statistics, I would suggest have a book. Okay, and study that book. If you are not able to understand that concept, go to YouTube, watch that video, watch that particular video regarding that topic, and then go back to the book. Okay. After statistics, if you are aware of normal terms, okay, if you are aware of mean, mode, variance, if you are aware of what inferential statistics is, what hypothesis testing is, uh, just get the basic idea. Okay, don't have to deep down dive into it. Okay, just get the basic idea. Okay, what type of statistics is there, then how we can use statistics concepts. Okay, and just get the basic idea. After that, Python. Okay, so you are starting learning any language, that's good. If you are if you already know any coding language before Python, then Python is going to be very easy. Okay, and still if you are starting, then Python is also going to be very easy. Okay, that's the easiest language to start with. Okay, so for Python, there are resources. Go to YouTube. Okay, uh, I would suggest Krish Naik is there, okay, for the basic concepts. Then there are some courses on free code camp. So there are a lot of resources to start Python. In Python, basically, don't focus on development a lot, okay, because you want to, if you are starting for a data science, okay, you don't need uh, like advanced level of Python. Just get familiar with NumPy, pandas. Okay. In Python, first start with data types and all, whatever like basic beginner to intermediate level coding language has. Okay. How to deal with files, OOPS concepts. Okay. Till OOPS concept, you would be fine. Okay. NumPy, pandas, and matplotlib, Seaborn. Four libraries are there for the data analysis and data visualization. Once you are done with data analysis, data visualization, you know how to manipulate data. Okay, you know how to group by the columns. You know how to do some statistic of analysis on that. Okay, how you can get the mean using NumPy. Okay, if you know these things, just the basic idea, just do some projects. Okay, do tutorials. Okay, watch tutorials, write code side by side. Then once you are aware of data analysis, data manipulation using NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, data visualization, then you can start machine learning. Okay. So machine learning, here the real fun begins actually. Okay. Also, you are going to enjoy learning Python a lot. Okay, Python you can build a lot of projects. Now I will tell how you can start with Python and with projects in the next slide. First, learn machine learning, and in machine learning, there's a lot to learn. So don't get afraid when you have a lot of theory to study. Okay, because implementation is easy. Machine learning's implementation is easy. If you already know how to use APIs, that is easy. If you can write some 2 to 3 lines of code, you can implement machine learning. But the theory behind that, okay, the algorithms, you have to study the algorithms, you have to study what is bias, what is variance. Okay, uh, you have to study how actually linear regression works. Okay, it's not that what is a linear regression. Okay, we know x y equals to mx plus c, how actually it works, actually regression works, what's the science behind that, what's the statistical concepts behind that. Okay, so that's kind of more study work, more research work when you are starting machine learning. Okay, you don't have a lot of things to implement in the beginning. You have to read, you have to write. Okay, and that will take time. So once you are aware of machine learning, you do some projects. Now, whatever you are learning at that time, do projects. If you are learning Python, if you learn 4 concepts, do a project. If you learn 6 concepts, do a project. Okay. For machine learning, whenever you are starting, if you are learning first algorithm, that would be linear regression. You learn linear regression, get a data, do a project. Okay. Doesn't matter where you from where you are doing, and if you are just seeing the project, do the project, understand how we can implement. Okay, start just Google Colab or Jupyter Notebook and start doing your projects. Okay, so again I said that learn on the go. Okay, learn on the go meaning if you are not able to understand something. Okay, that you are using machine learning, you are learning machine learning, and you don't know how to group the data. Okay, so just go and learn. Just go and learn. Okay, how to use how to group the data. What is the concept behind grouping the data? Go and learn. Then do the project. If you are doing the project, you don't know something. Try to complete the project. Okay, try to complete the project. Learn something that what you don't know. Just go at that time, see, then implement. Even if you don't understand a lot behind that. Okay, how this works, you will figure it out later. No one figures it at their first time. Okay, just implement. Try to complete the project. That's how you should learn. Okay, that's simple in coding also. Whatever you are learning, web development, okay, uh, front end, back end, graphic design, whatever you implement, na. You learn something, you code, and then you implement. So that's how you should. Then after, if you already, if you are already learning SQL, SQL is in your coursework. Okay, if you are from IT and CSE, it would be in your coursework. Okay, SQL, I guess, right? So if you are already learning SQL, then side by side start learning it properly. Okay, because in any kind of data role, let me show you something. Let me show you.
Hello.
Yes, Tanu.
Sir, I have a question from my side. How much time takes an student of third year or second year to complete this whole course and get expertise?
Okay, so I would say that to start, okay, so it would take you around 2 weeks to get the basics of statistics. Okay, then when you start Python, okay, so for Python you at least have to give 2 to 3 months. Okay, if you don't know Python, okay, if you are learning it first time, then 2 to 3 months. i- And if you already know any language, if you're coding in C++, okay, JavaScript or anything, then it would just take you 20 days, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, okay. So that can approximately take 2 months, okay, as statistics and Python. Once you are done with the statistics and Python, deep dive into machine learning. That would take you around 4 months. 4 months with supervised learning, unsupervised learning, uh, and reinforcement learning. Make two projects, make 3 to 4 projects on supervised learning, 2 to 3 projects on unsupervised learning. Okay, so in 4 to 5 months, if you are starting from the third year till the last last semester, okay, of third year, you would be able to have a grasp of everything in data science, okay. Now for SQL, you already have to learn it, okay, if you are preparing for any kind of IT jobs, okay. So SQL, just make it good, make it at least intermediate level, because in data science you need SQL advanced level, okay. They expect SQL more from you than they expect SQL from a software developer, okay. So completely, I would say it would take 7 to 8 months. 8 months.
Okay,
Okay,
great.
yeah, I was showing something. Let me show something. So I had a company project and I was doing an analysis on the job market currently. Okay, so these are the things you can see. That the top skills, okay, I had 3 to 4 categories of jobs: big data, okay, AI ML engineer, uh, data scientist, business analyst, and data analyst, okay. So these are the top skills, okay, top skills in data analytics, that is the whole term. Python, so Python, Excel, SQL, okay, these three terms: Python, SQL, uh, uh, and Excel, then machine learning and Power BI. So these, you can see that 4 to 5 skills are common in any kind of data jobs. Okay, Python, SQL, Excel, machine learning, and Power BI. So just leave Excel for now. That is just a 1 month thing. You can learn anytime. You can learn even in your first job. But Python, SQL, and machine learning, you have to do a lot of work. Okay, you can't learn these things in 1 month. Uh, yes. Next question.
Okay, so anyone have any questions, so you can ask regarding this roadmap.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Actually,
Hi.
my question is that how data scientists can work in field of astronomy and space agencies like ISRO, BARC, and NASA.
Yeah, so there are a lot of jobs in this that field also, and that comes under CS actually. Okay, so they don't have a like proper data scientist; they just have a scientist post, but that comes under CSE. So in that, there's a lot of work regarding data science. Okay, uh, from uh, from collecting the geospatial data. Okay, the most work, as much as I know, they do are is in geospatial satellites training, getting the analysis, okay, and building predictive models, okay. So building predictive models for what? uh, for uh, for the rockets, okay, for the satellites, and giving predictions for different for different zones, for different geospatial applications. Okay, so yeah, they also have a lot to do with data. Okay, and especially when you are in a field, okay, where even a point one calculation, okay, can cost you millions of dollars actually. So it becomes a very crucial thing to properly with the data. Okay.
Hello, sir. Good
Uh,
evening, sir.
yes.
Sir,
Yes,
what's the interview
Aditya.
process for data scientists and what was your
Uh,
interview
for
experience?
interview process, for
Uh,
my interview,
Hello,
I
I'm audible.
started. No, you are not.
Hello.
Yes, Aditya,
Uh,
you are.
um,
Yeah, so
Jasip,
good evening, sir.
asking question one by one.
Yes, Aditya.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry if someone can I ask now? So good evening, sir. I'm Tanvi here. Sir, I want to ask that as you said about the data analysis and the things that you said that the roadmap that you said we have to follow. If someone want to switch toward this side and I'm nearly in my final years, so can I do this and how you got this internship? Can you share some insights about that?
So I think that's a long question. I would be sharing at the end of the session. Okay. In short, I applied. Okay, I was looking for jobs in the data field. Okay, I was not very much interested in web development. So from the uh, I guess from the fourth semester, I started learning about data science. So I did not have a roadmap. I started with machine learning. Okay. And I knew Python. Python was the only language I learned in my first year of college. So it was easy to just get started with machine learning. And in between, I started reading statistics. Okay. So from there, I started my journey and I kept applying. Okay. So for interviews, I will be sharing the things about how you can uh, reach out for the interviews or resume to have a better okay? In the next slide.
Sir, one
One thing, have a roadmap. So we discussed what a roadmap can be. My screen, I guess, is completely shared. Okay. Yes.
Sir, are you
Uh,
sharing something?
yes. You can ask. Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So my next question is how to balance our college studies with our data science analytic preparation. Can you please give us tips handling both effectively?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. You can switch off. Okay. So my PPT is already shared. I guess. Yeah. So how to balance college studies with your data analytics preparation? Adit was asking at that time. So how we can do things? Okay. How we can actually prepare for jobs. Learning is one part, okay, and that will go on forever. Okay, I still have to learn daily. Okay, anyone in this field or anyone in any technical field, okay, they have to study, they have to keep learning. Okay. Yeah, so you can't do that forever. Okay, the other thing you need or the main, so you guys are in the college. Some people have a lot of time, like first year and second year. So you guys are very fortunate that you have a lot of time still to prepare for things. Third year and fourth year, third year have, I think, a bit of time, and fourth year don't have any time. Okay. So, so for fourth year, I would just say that if you have not started learning data science, okay, so don't worry, whatever you are learning, okay, just add some things, just do some 2 to 3 projects on machine learning and make your resume according to that and start applying. Okay. Now about this, how to apply and all. This is basically for first year and second year. Have a road map. You guys got the roadmap. Start slowly and steadily. Okay. Don't just think, okay, in 3 months or in 6 months, I would be a data scientist. No one does. Okay, that's the truth. You have a lot of time. Spend at least 1 to 2 years. Okay, make yourself job ready. Learn some and up during your college days. Okay, you can take guidance. You can connect with people. Okay, the more you connect with people, the more idea you would have about the job market. Uh, what are the skills, actual skills we need? Okay, make projects, learn. Okay, follow this process. Make a project, learn the next topic. Make a project, then learn the next topic. Okay, don't just learn everything in one go, then start. Okay, I have learned everything, or I will start a project then when I will finish my machine learning. Okay, you are never going to finish. No one has ever finished. Have a good GitHub and Kaggle profile. So during your college days, you have a lot of time. Even if you think that you don't have, you have a lot of time. Okay. And in our college, that's a good thing that from third year, we don't need a lot of attendance. Okay. And we hardly go to college. You guys go to college?
Yes, sir, sometime.
Yeah, sometimes. So that's what I'm saying, that we have a lot of time. We are fortunate in that case, okay, that we have a lot of time. So if we can utilize it properly, okay, that would help us a lot. So start making your profile good, GitHub profile, okay. Whatever project you make, even if the project is about SQL or the project is doing data analysis in Excel, okay, add that project on GitHub, okay. And if you are making any machine learning project, make it on Kaggle, okay, connected with GitHub, okay. Keep reiterating that project, okay. So that will directly show in your GitHub. So once you do that, now about the term Kaggle, okay. I hope most of you are aware of this term. Kaggle is a platform for data scientists, okay. So if you don't know about it, just go to that platform, make a ID, okay, and start seeing. You can find a lot of data sets. You can to start your project. Okay, you can already find a lot of projects to practice there. Okay, there are hundreds of thousands of projects, hundreds and thousands of notebooks. Okay, you can see the top data scientists how they write the notebooks in the competitions. Okay, so if you are in the second year, if you already aware of machine learning, if you have done some projects, leave everything for 2 to 3 months. Just try to participate in the Kaggle competitions, and I can guarantee in 2 to 3 months, if you can participate in 10 competitions, Kaggle competitions, okay, you will have more experience than people who are working as a data scientist. Okay, that's the thing. But you have to whatever you can do for starting, okay, just copy paste somewhere and apply for the starting. But as you slowly try understand, you learn concepts, try to uh, solve computations by yourself, as someone solves lead code for SDE, okay, that is same for data scientist, okay. Take participate in Kaggle competitions. Uh, yes, now let's talk about, I guess, resume. So, yes, Tanu?
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is our CGPA matters for data scientist to become a data scientist? What is the minimum criteria of CGPA?
So, in the long run, it doesn't matter, but to get a job as a fresher, okay, it matters. It matters that at least then they see in your resume, okay. If you have above 7, then it's good, okay. If you have below 7, because see, resumes, data scientists don't select your resumes, okay. That's the thing, the HR select your resumes, okay. So they don't know about data science. Okay, they just have a JD. Okay, they put it in ATS, and if you have prepared your resume well, then HR would check. Okay, after if it gets cleared by ATS, then it would be checked by HR, and HRC what college you are from, how much CGPAs you have got. Okay, they ask you in the call also. Okay, so that matters. If HR is, if you have not written CGPA in your resume, HR will call and she will ask, okay, which college you are from. Then you will tell, I'm from UIT RGPP. Okay, most of them won't be knowing UIT RGPP. Okay, until or unless you are not from IIT and IT triple IT, not not a famous college we have. Okay, so then they will ask about, okay, what was your CGPA? And if you are telling that my CGPA was 4 out of 10, then it would create a bad impression. So at least have a CGPA more than 7. And to get 7 CGPA, you have to just study for 3 days in 6 months, I guess. So that should be easy. Yeah,
Okay, sir.
I think.
Okay, sir, we are moving forward with another question.
Yeah.
What are some common challenges faced by newcomers in data science and how can they overcome with them?
Okay, so before this question, can I talk about resume? So that would be easy. Then I can switch on this.
Yes, sir, sure.
Okay, so the one thing that is important for you guys is resume. Okay, so let me show you. Let me share my whole profile. I have some like templates, I guess. So let me open this thing. So of course, this is not a resume session, but a resume session. But I can just take 2 to 5 minutes and just get you a hold of, okay, how your resume should be. So first, before that, have a single page resume. Okay, if you can't make it in a single page, that means that you are not. That's the thing. If you can't make it a single page resume, that means you can't take your things in a single page. You are not good with words. Okay, you are not good with data insights, data manipulation. Okay, because you have to only present what is required. And anyone can, until or unless you don't have a 5+ of years experience, anything can be in a single page resume. Okay, a proper and simple format. Okay, don't go for these cool looking resumes. Okay, don't just go. You are a techie, not from HR or media or content department. Okay, so have a simple format. Projects are important, of course. Projects are a lot important, and I would be talking about all these things. Most sought skills, I told you. Okay, I have shown you that inside from a project I did, I guess last week. Networking, connect and get referrals. Okay, the job market is very tough. So the job market is that much tough that if I open a profile, fake profile, okay, I would receive thousands of applications as a data for a data analyst for freshers. Okay, and that would be also from 2 to 5 years old experienced people. So the job market is very tough to, so try to talk to a lot of people whenever you see a job posting. Go to that company page, send connection request to go to that people section. We how many people you can connect, just connect someone and reach out to 3 to 4 people. Okay, send them message, a proper message, a proper formal message, not just say hi, I want to talk to something. Okay, be professional in that. in LinkedIn or in any platform you are reaching out. Okay. Now about resume. So that's a proper format. There are a lot of point. I can also share this thing to you, and that has been made by a data scientist. Okay. He works in Walmart, so I got connected with him, and he shared me these things. So have a proper name, email ID, your number, your LinkedIn, your Kaggle, GitHub. You can have four to five profiles like that. Work experience. If you have any work experience, write from here. Okay. And if you don't have a work experience, the first tagline should be your education. Okay. And if you all are freshers, so start with the education first. After education, work experience. Now, how you should write a resume? So you can see company name, job title, location, and the timeline. Each bullet should stand on its own. Okay. Try to make a bullet that stands on their own. Okay. That should be short, and all the bullets should be of around common word limits. Okay. You all can see these two are two lines. Okay. And whenever you are writing anything as a in a experience, try to add some metrics. Okay, because if you are applying for data jobs, metrics is very important. Okay, your work should have metrics. Okay, that because that's what all about the jobs are all about. Okay, try to show the models you have used like this XGBoost, SPM, and then how much the accuracy was like this is another metric you can use. Okay, so this is the work experience you should write if you have any. If you don't have, you can also add like web development experience or any internships you have done. That is fine. Okay. The first thing should be education. So we can see where is our education. Education is like this. Just write it simply. College name, your degree, your GPA. That is optional. Okay. As it is written. You can also write down your coursework. Okay. If you are from CS, IT, ECE, you can write down some relevant coursework. Okay, in ECA I guess there are no. You can write down robotics if you are taking in the final year as an optional. Okay, uh, otherwise in CSIT you can write down a lot of things as coursework like SQL. If you are from a data science background, then you can write down data structures and algorithm, Python, machine learning, these kind of things. So just write down your education. You don't need to actually put down your school, high school. Okay, after education the skills will come. So for you guys, what it should be, that is for experience. For you guys, you should be start it should be start from your education, then your work experience, and after work experience that should be your skills. Okay, now how you need to write down the skills, you can see that competencies, you can check out from the JD you have. Okay, and for competencies these are the terms. For if you are writing for if that job role is focused on machine learning, then you can write down these things, these algorithms. If you know, don't write anything which you don't know or which you don't explain in your resume. Okay, that's a big no. Okay, don't just write down LSTM, then you have never heard about what LSTM is. If that is focused on NLP, try to write, you can write down text processing, word embedding, okay, word to vec, globe B, okay. And if that is recommendation system you have worked, that is kind of a tough task, so that I can leave for experienced. Then these are other things, so you can always write down A/B testing, hypothesis testing. Okay, uh, then programming language. So write your programming language. Tools can be anything: TensorFlow, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. Okay, if you have worked in any NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn. Okay, you can write down all of these things. Here you can see that there are a lot of tools. Okay, so after your skills, you can go to the project. So for project, read project title, and here you can have a GitHub link or you can have a GitHub link here. Now write down 3 lines in a project. Okay, each line it should be in a star method. Okay, you guys should be aware of star method. Okay, the situation, task, and what is A stands for? I forgot. So and R stands for results. Okay, so start with what your project actually is. What was the business problem you were trying to solve? Okay, and what are the tools you have used? Okay, and what are the results you have gotten? Okay, like you can write it F1 score was 0.71 equivalent SOTA. Okay, so these are the things about resume. Now, so this is the first page. Okay, that is important. Your resume should be like this. Okay, you can also at the last slide you can also write your achievements, any hackathons you have participated on, any club you have been part of. Okay, or any project you have, not this project, anything you can write in the achievements if you want to add one more section here. Okay, so starting with education, experience, uh, skills, project, and then achievements. And you can also write down any certification courses if you have done. Okay, that can come under achievements or that can come under a separate column. Okay, understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, then we can move to the question we have.
Okay, sir. So our next question is on.
So
So, sir, our next question is on. Hello.
yeah, yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, sir. So our next question is on how you can make your journey from RGPV to as a full-time role as a data analyst in Internshala. We all want to know your journey, what are the hurdles you face, and how you achieve this as a fresher.
Yeah, so as I was telling to Aditya, he asked a question, how I started. So from the fourth semester, I started learning about machine learning. Okay, so I got particularly, I so we have started a club that was Innovation City. Okay, in the second year of Harsh, you guys would know, he was my classmate, Harsh Vishwakarma. So we I and Harsh made a project that was on Arduino, a face mask detection gate. Okay, so that used Arduino and OpenCV. Okay, so from there I took the part of machine learning because I said Harsh, okay, Harsh, I am interested in machine learning and you can take the part of electronics. So he's like he was very great at electronics. Okay, he is great at a lot of stuff and electronics was one of them. So I took the part of machine learning, and in that I worked on OpenCV. Of course, we took a GitHub repo by some researchers. We made some improvements for us, and we presented that project uh, in a fair. I guess that was organized by ISCR and Vigyan Mantralaya. We have okay. So from there I particularly thought, okay, I'm more interested in data science than electronics. Okay, in the beginning I chose electronics because I loved electronics. Okay, I wanted to work on things which are physical. Okay, in which I can see the results directly. Software didn't give me that kick what electronics give. Now when I worked on machine learning, I thought, okay, that's a great thing. And I was particularly interested in AI. Okay. When I heard it first time, or I used it first time around 2017, I bought my first phone at that time. and we have Google Assistant, voice assistant, and from there I was and then there's Chris Naik in YouTube. So some things I learned from him. So you, if you want to start machine learning properly, you can go to Coursera. You can get that course on financial ad free. Okay, get that course, give it 4 to 5 months time, and learn it properly. After learning it, you will make some projects. Then you come to YouTube or go to Kaggle, make more projects, and keep learning about it. So I was doing the same thing. In between, I was also like learning other things. Like I was making my Python better. Then the placements came, so we also were learning about logical reasoning and all. So a lot of things started in the final year, but I kept on because I thought my software engineering is not that good. Okay, I don't I don't want to do MTech. Okay, right at that time I wanted a job. So now I shifted my whole focus in data jobs. Okay, so I was applying like crazily at that time, 8 to 10 jobs a day. Okay, reaching out to a lot of people and improving my projects. Improving my resume almost in a week. Okay, whenever I learned, okay, I can improve this thing, I went to the resume, I just updated it. Okay, before applying to any kind of job, I searched for a lot of job portals. LinkedIn is there. There I was continuously applying for internships at Internshala. Then Insta Hire is there. I guess there's another one. Then there's Y Combinator. So I think 7 to 8 platforms. I know that I can get a job. I started applying in all of those platforms. Okay, and at that time I was even not remembering for what job I applied. Even if I receive a call, first I have to ask, okay, I applied, but please tell me from which company you are talking. Okay, because I don't remember where I applied. Then I applied. I just, when I was applying for Internshala, I saw, okay, do they have any jobs? So also love to do that. If I'm applying in any job platform, I went to their career site. Okay, like LinkedIn, like Insta, are they hiring? If I can't get job from their site, I can get job from them maybe. So I just went to Internshala and I saw that internship opportunity. So I just applied and I forgot that I applied there. Okay, I applied for internships, and then after 2 3 days I received a call, and they set an interview the next day. And I guess the interview was good. They mostly asked me about my projects, and they asked me about statistics, how I can manipulate data. Then they jumped onto my. I have built a project when I was submitting my project for MLSA. I was part of Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. So I have made a project with 3 to 4 people, a suicide text detection, okay, model. So in which if someone is talking in any social media platform, okay, and they have suicidal tendencies or not, okay. So I have used BERT model there. Okay, BERT is basically a transformer model. So I have read about it and I thought, okay, this is cool, I should apply that. Okay, and from BERT we got that Google Gemini now. Okay, so BERT was the basic model for Google Gemini. So I studied about that model. I applied that model. So they mostly asked me questions on NLP because my model included on NLP, uh, was on NLP and basically on BERT. Uh, then they asked some concepts on machine learning. So it was properly a machine learning kind of interview. Basic things you can do with the data. Okay. Yes. Next question.
Sir, also there are other languages like Julia and Ruby. So are they as good as Python or not?
See, for data science, I would just suggest you there are only two languages, okay, in any kind of job interview we have or any JD role. One is Python, another is R. So R is basically I would not suggest to use because Python is something you can do a lot of things. Okay, so just to start with Python. Don't get into all of these stuff that what language is better, what should we learn. Uh, yeah, I guess that when first years come, okay, they think, okay, what language should we learn, what should we learn. If you're going for data scientist, just go with the Python, leave anything else above. Okay, you are not going to use Julia or Ruby or anything, okay, in there. Okay. Yes, and also if you guys want to connect with me on different platforms, so here I'm sharing my link tree. Okay. Uh, so you can connect with me there. Uh, yes. Any other question?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Anyone have any more questions? I guess how much time should we give uh, to each of them, Python, SQL, and ML? I told you that so for Python, 2 months, for ML, there are around 4 months you can take. Okay, if you're learning for first time. So for SQL, you should start learning it side by side. It would take you 1 month to get good at it on the basic level, and that would be enough for you. Then it's up to you how much you want to actually get advanced on it.
Excuse me,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, Tanu.
Uh, Sir, there are some questions on our comment box. Can you please answer them?
Yeah, yeah. I was checking them. Okay. So, what about internship for data analyst and how to crack it? So, for data analyst roles, you should need SQL, Excel, huh, and Power BI or Tableau, any visualization tool. Okay. Then Python is a plus. Okay. So just be good with these three, four skills. Make 2 to 3 projects, okay, on data analysis. One should be SQL, one should be of Python using NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, okay, to do data analysis to get business insights. Do 2 to 3 projects. Make very good README or a PPT regarding those projects because in data analytics that's your delivery either it is in written format or it is in a PPT. Okay, so your project should be visible. Okay, so make 2 to 3 projects and then just keep applying. Okay, so of course data analyst is a role that can get you into the data science field easily. Okay, because for ML engineer or for data engineer, for data scientist they ask you experience. Okay, you can't get a data scientist role very easily as a fresher. Okay, so you should also apply for research analyst, business analyst. Okay, or as an analyst. Okay, don't leave the role. So don't will just be applying for data science roles only because you are not going to get it. Okay, and that's 99% of the time is correct. So and also for data science I have not shared basic level of. Okay, so for proper roles in a big companies they ask you, there's a proper coding round. Okay, and they expect you to be good with coding. There's another coding round, that is ML coding round. in which you have to code ML, machine learning algorithms, like uh, I have the prices of a house in a data set, and get me the predicted value for a feature I'm telling in a house. Okay, so you have to code. So there's ML round and also there's coding round. Okay, so in coding rounds they are DSA. Okay, so don't if you can learn DSA, you should learn. And if you can't be good at DSA, you think it will take a time, then you should focus on the primary tools which I was telling. Learning DSA side by side.